Yeah, Three of Wands. This is someone who's been waiting for the one, waiting for the right person, something that's possibly been worth waiting for. You see, that's how it works. Yeah, someone here is making a decision, a judgment, but it's also an energy of a cycle, out with the old, in with the new. So there's been healing, someone waiting, going through a healing, but I do see a decision. Someone's about to make a decision possibly now, but it not necessarily for everyone, because it is about divine timing. But I see good luck and timing. So someone's thinking about all these things. Yeah, it's about investing. See, there's been patience. Somebody's been patient. Patience is always required. I know people don't like to hear that, but the person you're destined to be with, okay, will come when the time is right, when you're ready, when they're ready. So I do see good luck and timing in a new cycle. But I do see this energy of patience and investing. See, hoping seeds possibly planted in the past. Someone's leaving something behind. No longer invested in the past. But now someone's thinking of investing in the future. Now this could be somebody that you know. You may have crossed paths with someone here already. But we shall see. I'm going to grab a different deck here. I'll just grab this one. It's handy. Let's have a look at the wheel, this new cycle. Yeah, see, this could be a place where you socialize, congregate, but this is about long-term stability, financial stability, safety, security. This is two people who have each other's backs. They're there for each other in the long term. This is two people who build a legacy together. So this is what someone's been waiting for. Someone who has their back, someone who's a real partner through thick and thin. This is two people who have each other's back. That's what somebody's been waiting for. See, no longer not interested in anybody who doesn't have those qualities. So I see an offer, an invitation. It's the start of something here. Ace of Cups. Why is this here? Yeah, so it's the start of something new. Some of you could, like I say, you're about to receive. But this is an Empress, the start of something new. Now this could be the feminine energy, but often it's just showing there's something coming here. I feel if you, and for feminine, you could be about to receive. Offer, invitation. Now this is often a place too where people socialize, congregate. It's about being at the right place and the right time. So, let's have a look at the Three of Wands. Yeah, see, someone's leaving their past behind. You see, some of you may have already crossed paths with this person. Maybe it wasn't the right time. The time may be now. It may be ready now. You see, or somebody was ready and the other person wasn't. It's possible you've already crossed paths. Because the Wheel of Fortune to me is timing. It's a cycle. Could have been a year ago, a month ago, 10 years ago. I do see 10, but see, I feel it's just a whole new cycle for a lot of you. Yeah, but you can see leaving the past in the past. No longer invested in past, no longer interested in anything there. It's all about this open to new. So nice energy. But I feel there's another person's energy here. Tell me about this Judgment. Yeah, so this is somebody making a decision. They're determined to have success. But this is also a person who, you can see there's two horses going in different directions. So there could have been a power struggle, or somebody has put on the brakes. Somebody's putting on the brakes, taking another look. Seeds planted in the past. Some of you, I feel, you're destined to be with someone you've already connected with. And if that isn't the case, because you don't know, it's destiny. But I wouldn't be surprised if, it could be just a whole new cycle, but it's about partnering up. I feel being at the right place in the right time. Yeah, it's all about timing. So seeds planted in the past, a situation coming to fruition. But it could be someone you've just connected, could be a week ago, a month ago, a year ago, 10 years ago. But it's often a person who puts on the brakes and takes another look. It has to do with a judgment. But sometimes this is just a person who's reflecting on past, something they've let go, out with the old, in with the new. So I really feel it's more of an energy for most of you of somebody who's taking the lead, in investing. See, it's an investing in the future. So yeah, I feel most of you, it's an energy of new. Yeah, but some of you have already crossed paths. I feel it. Timing wasn't right, but the timing is right now for someone. So it's an energy of patience paying off. Yeah, this is someone who's left something behind. See, taking the lessons learned. This is someone who was avoiding a disaster. Maybe the time wasn't right, but it's also an energy of time in between. See, some of you, there's time in between you and a person. Others of you, it's just lessons moving forward. Taking time to get to know someone and being patient. Making sure it is meant to be. That's what it's all about. So it has to do with moving forward calmly and peacefully, learning about each other, getting to know each other. So yeah, but some of you definitely, there's some time in between. I see a 6 here, 6 of Swords, 6 weeks, 6 months, 6 years, 7, some of you 7. Yeah, where you've actually already connected with this person, but the time wasn't right for whatever reason. Yeah, you can see somebody going, seeing the truth. But this is someone who's determined to succeed, regardless of your situation. Some of you, it is new, because it is the start of something new. So, very nice. Fresh new start. I see someone's cup runneth over. They're seeing truth. This is also a person who's determined, win or lose. They're determined to succeed. Very nice. Often with the 3 of Wands is somebody who just waits. They just wait for the right person to come along, waiting for the one. Yeah. Tell me about the Empress energy. What's coming in here? Yeah, this is a soulmate connection. See 2 people connecting. Some of you, you've already connected with this person. Now, they could be a friend, but I feel it's a soulmate connection. This is 2 people who drink from each other's cup. They fill each other's cup. They give each other what they need. They're there for each other through thick and thin. This is what somebody's been waiting for. So some of you, it's just like I say, a new person coming in and a connection. This is someone seeing someone in a very positive light. They want to get to know more. It's about growing closer, but it's about being calm, learning lessons from the past. So some of you, it's just lessons from the past, a little reflection on that, and learning to be patient. Because it's all about taking time, being calm, learning about someone. And that's what I feel this is mostly about. So tell me about that 6 of Swords. See, it's an energy of avoiding a disaster because it's moving along at a really nice pace here. See, 2 people growing closer. And this is energy of something very sudden. See, some of you, someone here's moved on from someone. They've out with the old, in with the new. Someone's focused on this new. Yeah, look at that. So it's a sudden shock surprise where you just run into somebody. Some of you are going to run into someone. And it's like I say, you're just going to be in the right place at the right time. Some of you, this has already happened. But it's a shock surprise. Yeah, someone's definitely moved on from something here. But you can see truth. Someone's determined. I wouldn't be surprised if someone was trying to avoid a disaster. For some of you where you've have connected and they put on the brakes, they're now taking another look. Where they didn't see success before they do. So, like I say, it's massive epiphany. But I feel it's just very sudden. A shock surprise. A lot of chemistry of the person here who's very determined. Yeah, you have a Emperor here. So this is somebody here in that energy. Some Mars energy. This is someone who means business. Okay, but I see truth, victory, and success. So this is also somebody here who's successful. You're going to be very shocked and surprised. They could see there's an Empress here too. See, someone's shocked and surprised. Can it be? Is this the one? Someone who's been waiting for the one, the right person. Sometimes it's a person's like, oh my gosh, no way. It's too good to be true. And I kind of get that vibe. Tell me more about the Tower. Yeah, see, it's an energy of communication, manifesting. This is someone who has everything they need to manifest their desires. So it's about communication. Now, somebody here, we are in Mercury retrograde now. We're coming towards an end. So some of you may have met somebody in a Mercury retrograde and it didn't go anywhere. Someone put on the brakes. They weren't ready for whatever reason. Okay, so that I can see too. But this person is an Emperor. They've mastered all the elements of the kings. They're successful. So this is somebody who I feel is determined to be successful. because it is often about providing, being able to provide, giving someone what they need to keep them safe, to be stability, or to be stable. Yeah, this is possibly someone in your social circle. This actually should go here. So I feel some of you have met this person, or you're going to at some point here. Now I see threes. So I see family, friends, gathering, getting together. See, some of you have connected with someone during a Mercury retrograde. This could be online dating, but I do feel someone in another community, not too far away, or someone, close by. But I do see some very good news. Someone here is excited about something here. See, they're manifesting, they're ready, they have everything they need. So it's an energy of someone who's now prepared. It's an emperor. So you can see this is about investing, taking the lead. This is a leader. So someone going to take the lead here. Oh yeah. Yeah, they're seeing truth, victory. This is someone determined. And they're looking at, this is someone who sees the feminine in a positive light, but I feel it's both people seeing each other in a very positive light. So it could be where you met this person, nothing really happened. Timing maybe wasn't right, but it certainly is now, because I feel this is someone who's just a cycle ended, a new cycle beginning. Yeah, we have a person who's releasing things that no longer serve, but it's their hopes and dreams. See, it's about being in alignment. See, something wasn't right. The stars weren't aligning. Someone's left behind someone too. Someone's letting go of options, letting go of some people because they want to connect. But it has to do with two people, whether the feelings are mutual. So it's something mutual or mutual friends you're going to connect through. You're just going to be at the right place and time. But I feel because of Mercury retrograde, I feel some of you have met somebody in a past Mercury retrograde, or there's somebody who's reminiscing and thinking about this, maybe not even realizing Mercury retrograde, but they have all the tools, the information. They've learned something. Someone's learned something. See, that's where I feel in this time in between. It's about taking time to get to know someone to avoid a disaster. So there's a lesson there. But this is someone who's mastered the elements. They have a lot of skills too. I feel this is someone very handy, very capable. For those of you who are feminine watching, those of you who are masculine watching, this is somebody who wants their best friend. They want a partner. They want to feel stable. They want someone they can count on and rely on. But this is also someone who knows. They've learned from mistakes of the past too, you see. Taking time to get to know someone, connecting, filling each other's cups, two people giving each other what they need. But look at that cup runneth over. Some of you, it definitely is something new, because of the out with the old, in with the new. But like I say, it's someone just thinking about past situations, lessons learned, applying it to this situation. Tell me more about the soulmate connection, or this connection here. Yeah, I feel it. We got a person again. There's the curious person, someone learning. See, someone's learning something in this time in between. So you may have met this person. It could be a week ago, 7 weeks, 7 years, 7 months. And then, because we have 6s and 7s, plus we have the 10s. So a little different for everyone. If you've met this person. But like I say, it's all about the timing being right in this whole new cycle. Yeah, there's definitely different scenarios. Of course, not everyone's destiny is exactly the same. But this is someone who's curious. Yeah, this is someone here who's learning something. They're feeling hopeful. But they want to know more. Yeah, this is someone who wants to know more. They're curious. So it's the mystery of the Empress energy. So this is someone here I feel like you've just crossed paths with, but I don't think anything happened for a lot of you. Yeah, and you can see this person, wanting to know more, feeling they need to kind of hurry up a little bit. But you can see opportunity. See, someone here learning, reading between the lines. Reading between the lines. Someone's very curious. They want this. I do see two people talking, connecting. I see a busy time. So I do see this busy energy. A lot of people talking. But like I say, it's somebody who is feeling hopeful, Someone's releasing something that didn't serve them. So that's why I feel something here. This is someone who felt the situation didn't serve, or they're letting go. It could be someone who's been online dating too, possibly, but it's really more about two people, whether the feelings are mutual. Yeah, I feel there's other people involved here, but it doesn't actually look so negative to me. It could for some, where some people are being let go. Someone's moving away, been there, done that. That's what I feel. It's almost like someone who's dated a lot of people, waiting to meet the right person. There's nobody here, been there, done that, or it's online dating. I actually get that vibe for some here. Yeah, and we have the Queen of Pentacles. So this is a person who's very grounded, practical. It's a person who sits himself down, looks into the future, where they see themselves, who they see themselves with. So it's connected with the Empress, someone who's very gracious. So this Emperor is looking at this energy. Someone who has a lot of skills, someone who's mastering life, someone who's stable. See, this is someone who wants someone stable. It's what both people want here. You both want the same things. I actually feel the feelings are mutual here. And I wouldn't be surprised if you meet through mutual friends, because that's often how I see that. Yeah, but there is a healing energy. So there could be a lot of talk, people talking. I see a busy time. Yeah, look at that. See, yeah, busy time. So see, something didn't go anywhere. Someone had just ended a cycle. See, look at that. Two people. Cycle ending. See, it's all about being in alignment. See, something wasn't right. Now it's right. So, yeah, all about timing. Yeah, someone focusing on their money. See, just waiting. This is someone who's been waiting for the one. It's an energy of someone preparing themselves, being ready. So it's someone here who's, kind of planned out their future, where they see themselves, who they see themselves with. This is a person who focuses on work, their home, their finances, but it has to do with putting in effort. So this is somebody here, you could have met this person at a work party, could have been New Year's, anything. When I see cycles, something that happens maybe once a year. I do see travel too, someone traveling for work. But some of you have definitely already crossed paths with this person. I really feel that strongly, and you might not even know. You might not be aware. But the star is about someone's hopes and dreams. It has to do with someone who maybe put on the brakes. They felt someone was out of their league, or the situation wasn't right, the time wasn't right. That's why I feel something didn't go anywhere, because the cycle ended. But there's a whole new cycle. Yeah, we have a person who's definitely feeling very confident. I see a lot of kindness, compassion. Someone is definitely letting go of something here. But I love the inner strength and the self-control. See, somebody was using self-control. Somebody wasn't ready. Yeah, but it's someone who's now feeling very confident. Why? Because we have Emperor and Empress. And we have the Lovers. So yeah, there's definitely a connection. See, this is about two people getting to know each other. Everyone's path is different. Some of you are already spending time with this person. You're getting to know each other. See, growing closer, forming a bond. But this is what somebody wants too. So tell me more about this Emperor. Yeah, you can see change. So there's definitely an energy of change and growth, a lot of abundance here. This is an energy of just kind of going with the flow, taking time to get to know someone. It comes up in all the readings. That's the lesson that's often learned, is not rushing into things. Just kind of going with the flow, seeing where it goes. This is someone who sees this going somewhere. They're coming in to take the lead. They want this to go somewhere. They feel confident. I feel the feminine is feeling confident too, but you can see a lot of self-control, the inner strength. There's a strong connection. So this is somebody who's like, this is a strong connection. You're forming a bond. I mean, this is where it starts to feel like love. And there we have this person being very wise, discerning, seeing truth. Someone here is letting go of other options, guaranteed. because this is the person who speaks truth, they're wise, but they're analyzing the situation to do with love, the bond. See, putting in effort, building. See, something is building. The momentum is gaining. Some of you who've met this person recently and you're dealing with them, there's momentum, there's movement. This is someone getting ready to make a move. But these are the things they're thinking about, the lessons they've learned. You see, to kind of just self-control, just be a little patient. This is somebody who wants this to go fast, but they know from past experiences, their wisdom, the knowledge, the things they've learned. But they also speak truth, and they're seeing the truth. Yeah, you've got a person here. I feel some of you are dealing with this person too, but this is the energy of this epiphany, this tower moment. Someone's having that realization that they actually are falling in love here. But you can see they're very analytical, very discerning. Yeah, King of Swords. Yeah, see, good morals, values, lifestyle. This is someone making sure two people are on the same page. See, this is two people who have self-control. They've mastered that. But now this is someone who's mastered everything. I feel in their life. It's an emperor. But what they're mastering now, this last thing. See, this is the energy of everything, the stars aligning, where the time is actually right. The bond between these two people. There's definitely a spark, attraction. Yeah, this is someone here reflecting on past relationships too. Leaving the past behind. It's time to go down this path. Someone's actually thinking commitment. They have faith in themselves, confidence and faith in themselves to make the right choice. So they have morals, values, but they want to make sure two people get each other. See, I see schedules, routines, lifestyle. I do see some change to do with structure. Someone's lifestyle. See, they're thinking of all these things, the changes that they're going to have to make to their lifestyle, their structure. This is someone with a lot of self-discipline. They have a lot of self-control. So this is often someone who kind of just puts on the brakes a little bit, because they're the lesson they learned in the past, somebody who's taken risks before. See, they're not afraid of taking the risk, but it's more of a calculated risk, King of Swords. So this is who the feminine's dealing with. Now the masculine is dealing with somebody who also has self-control. Somebody who knows their worth and value. So this isn't someone who's making any kind of move here. This is a feminine who's learned. See, waiting for somebody to connect emotionally. Because there's the curious, and it could be this person being curious. The feminine, this just because it has a masculine image, this could be the feminine is very curious. They want to get to know someone more. But again, lessons being learned. See, there's movement, there's momentum. It's an energy of someone wanting someone to make a move. So one of the things that all these things that need to be released to be ready is rushing, overwhelming somebody by moving too fast. Someone's done this before. Letting go of control and learning self-control. But it's also an energy of making sure you feel confident. When the person comes towards you and they're confident, then you can feel more confident. This person, that you're going to get each other here. Because it's lifestyle, structure, changes, schedules, routines. Someone's learning something. I wouldn't be surprised if this is someone talking to people around you. They're curious. They want to know. Maybe things about your history, your lifestyle. What you do for work, things like that. They're curious, and that's good, because that's what the masculine should be doing, is being curious, wanting to know someone's lifestyle, habits, their history. See, they're looking before they leap. But this is someone who's not afraid of taking a risk, but they're reflecting on risks they took before that didn't go in their favor. So they know. Yeah, very interesting. But this is the person. They're wise. They're discerning. They have a lot of self-control, self-discipline. Yeah, quite structured. They have their own routine and schedules, but that's where the change comes. They know. This is someone knows change is coming. They know. They know that there's change needed because they're reflecting on past. So they've learned a lot. And I love that about this person. That's what I love about the King of Swords. There it is. See, it's about home, family, a strong financial foundation, someone who feels like home. And that's what a lot of this is. But I think somebody wants to learn about your home, your history, maybe your financial foundation. But this is someone who's thinking, you know, commitment. This is also someone who's taken a risk and moved in with someone too soon. So this person, they've rushed into something. Excuse me. They've rushed into moving in together before they got to know someone. It didn't end well. Yeah, so this is someone doing their due diligence. And I feel the Empress, the feminine, is being still, self-control, taming the beast, not rushing. So that's what the Empress is learning as well. Yeah, so there's a spark of passion. Passion is ignited. There's a strong connection. There's interest, a lot of interest here. It's a passionate new beginning. But this is someone who has self-control. They know their worth. This is someone who's recognizing that. Self-worth. Self-respect. Yeah, very, very nice. I feel this person has that too. So this is where I feel like I feel like you're in alignment with this person. When this happens, I mean, it's all about being in alignment, the right time, the stars aligning, the spark, the attraction. It's sometimes sudden. You just happen to be in the right place at the right time. And I feel like this is what some of you is happening. Okay? Others of you, it's something that's happened in a past cycle. There's been time in between where someone here has, could be somebody who's even rushed into a relationship at that time, okay, before they even fell in love with someone. But I feel that's for very few. But I do feel this is someone who's rushed into moving in together with someone. So this is someone who's, I mean, they're definitely, this is someone who feels a bit like a fool for choices, decisions, the way they've been in the past. That's why they're looking before they leap. So this is somebody who's going to possibly reach out. They're hoping the feelings are mutual, that you're going to reciprocate. So I feel they're going to invite you to their home, but they have self-control, self-respect. This is a gentleman, and you want to look for those. Someone who respects you, your values, okay? So this is somebody reaching out, hoping you'll reciprocate. But you can see this is someone, it's about giving and receiving. This is someone who also understands giving and receiving. And what it takes to succeed in a relationship. So they're going to reach out here. Yeah, they're going to offer you this. See, an invitation. Could be a get-together gathering. I wouldn't be surprised if you met this person at some sort of gathering. Now, this could be something that happens, like I say, once a week, once a year kind of energy. Could be the holidays coming up, news of a celebration, a get-together. So this person could be extending an invitation. But you can see the feminine is waiting for this. See, I feel some of the feminine here showered a little abundance on someone, dropped a little hint. There may have been a little bit of a conversation. But like I say, someone's curious. I mean, their curiosity is really piqued here. There's an attraction. I mean, the spark, the passion's being ignited. So it could be someone who's been single for some time, a lot of time in between dating too. Often the Seven of Swords shows that. So let's have a look at this destiny. Let me grab a different card. So let's see, how's this going to go? I mean, this is a fresh new start, both of you. I feel both people want this regardless of the situation. This is an opportunity for a fresh new start, and possibly with someone new. Yeah, and the Queen of Pentacles, destiny. Yeah, marriage material. Someone who's grounded, very gracious. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if there's someone hosting something. This is the hostess with the mostest. But it's also someone who has a comfortable home. So I do feel this energy of being comfortable, feeling safe. Someone who feels like home. So there's something about this person in that energy. The masculine's being very discerning here. Let me just dig into this person a little bit more. There's a lot of growth, change, like change of structure, lifestyle. So that's this person. They see that too. But I also see this person coming up with an idea, kind of what to say. Because they want whatever they say to be successful. Because you can see this is someone who maybe communicated, chose their words wisely. Maybe they didn't know if somebody was in a relationship or not at that time. But it's somebody who's definitely found something out. And I do see that tower, some sort of shock and surprise. So like I say, I mean, it could be the feminine who reached out. Often, an empress will reach out to someone. You know, drop a little hint to see if someone's interested. The feminine wiles. Playing a little coy, but it's whether someone is. And that's what I feel this person's trying to find out. Yeah, King of Wands. This is someone who's a leader. They will take the lead. Now, it doesn't mean that they're a fire sign. Okay? It's just their energy. Yeah, so this is someone who's definitely, this is a person who's more than look at that. This is a person who's more than likely to show somebody they like them by giving them a little gift. This person's going to give you a little gift. So they're reminiscing. Some of you, they're reminiscing about this. But I wouldn't be, if you have been seeing this person and things are moving along, you know, at a nice pace, you're forming a bond, falling in love, getting to know each other. You see, there's something to do with a little bit of a gift here, something sentimental. This person's actually a lot more sentimental. They are longing for love, there's no doubt. But it has to do with a house, a home, an invitation. I feel this person wants to extend an invitation. But it's also an energy of someone here, because of the Hierophant, creating memories, a fresh new start, new memories. So I feel it could be someone who's giving you a little bit of a sentimental gift to show you that they like you, that they're falling in love, that they're interested, that they're invested, with that Seven of Pentacles under there. You see? Yeah, this is someone who knows. Pretty interesting. Tell me more about this Queen of Pentacles energy. The destiny. This is someone looking. Is this my destiny? Is this marriage material? They're definitely seeing that. But for the feminine, this is somebody here just focusing on themselves, their house, their home, preparing themselves. So it's telling you to get prepared. So like I say, if you know who this is and there's a time in between, or you haven't heard from this person, you may hear from them. So it's telling you to prepare, to be ready financially, emotionally. So being stable, learning to be gracious. But I wouldn't be surprised if this is somebody hosting something. Some kind of get together or gathering, because this is, and it could be maybe this is what the feminine's doing, planning on hosting. You may extend an invitation to this person, or you may do it through other people, or vice versa. Yeah, see, emotional fulfillment. Someone here's looking, seeing the bigger picture, what makes them happy, what fulfills them emotionally. I see a gathering, getting together, a lot of happiness. See, this is two people going to drink from each other's cups. You're going to put all the cups on the table. I see a conversation here. Yeah, really nice. Yeah, look at that, the sun. And we have the Queen of Cups. Yeah, so this does look like the start of something new. Some of you, it is new, and someone who's ready for new. They're in their feelings, emotions. They know what makes them happy, what fulfills them. This is also somebody here, often kind, compassionate, nurturing, caring. Somebody who also shows someone they care by giving little gifts. So there's going to be some giving and receiving here. But you can see the feminine is somebody maybe falling in love a little faster. This person may take a little more time. So it's saying to be patient. Don't try to control it. Just go with the flow. Let this person explore their feelings. You want them to be confident when they come in. Okay? Or when they express themselves, you want to know that there's confidence, that they're not just doing it because they don't want you to get away. Okay? Because this is a person here who, but I really feel this is someone really doing their due diligence. And it's not because there's no trust issues or anything. It's just a lesson they learned from the past about taking a leap of faith, moving in together before they got to know someone. So, but I feel there's going to be some equal give and take, giving gifts here. Something very sentimental. Yeah, you've got this Emperor energy. They know. Emperor will often buy gifts. Now this is something going to make you happy. This is someone looking at this. They also see the bigger picture, happiness, the future. See, planning, preparing. This is a masculine here who's ready. They got all those kings there. Yeah, see the Hierophant, good morals, values, some with integrity. They have faith in themselves. So this is somebody has faith in themselves. But they're thinking commitment too. So some of you could be moving towards a committed relationship. Very nice. Yeah, spark of passion. The fire's lit. A passionate new beginning. So this is somebody who definitely, I feel if you've just started seeing this person, this is the Ace of Wands twice. Both people are wanting this. Both people have the Ace of Cups. Both people want this, I feel. And this is the spark, the passion. But it's also an energy of spending time alone. This is someone who wants to get you alone. But they are very respectful. So you don't have to worry about this person, because I feel there's offers, things coming in, invitations, gatherings. We all know it's that time of year, a lot of people, you know, and this can happen at any time. And that's where I feel this is someone who'd rather spend time alone with you than be around other people. Okay? I've seen this in another reading. I can't remember which one. Yeah. But look at that lovely Queen of Cups. Someone waiting for someone to reciprocate, being patient, staying in control of your feelings. Don't be ruled by them. Because when you get ruled by your own emotions, that's when somebody often puts on the brakes, because they get overwhelmed, they're not ready, or they just need more time. It's all about time. Look at that, Four of Wands. Yeah, this is someone who wants to be alone with you, spend time with you. I feel feeling like home. I feel this is two people who are going to feel like home together. But that's what this person's looking for. Is this the right person? Is this the one? So I do see giving gifts. Definitely showing each other they like each other, doing nice things for each other. Maybe even helping each other out at your homes, doing stuff. But it's not always super romantic. Often it's just everybody's a little different. But look at that, Two of Cups. Both people want the same thing. There's a connection. It feels strong. But it's an energy of both people giving each other what they need. See, it's what you both need out of this connection. This is drinking from each other's cups, but also filling each other's cup. There's the cup. You see, that's what it's all about here. This person, I feel, this masculine, this feminine, really get this. Now we have the King of Pentacles. See, this is someone who's ready, planning, preparing their house, their home, being stable, having a stable foundation. It's everything this person could ever want. So, and I feel it's a mutual energy. The feelings I feel here are very mutual. Yeah, it's like everything just fits. It just fits nicely. Friends, I feel like you're could connect through friends originally. Yeah, but I feel this is someone who probably felt at the time the situation didn't serve because the time wasn't right. That's why I feel some of you, this is someone who put on the brakes. Now they're kind of looking at this. And I'll tell you, they've got this longing for love. There was a lot of feelings here for those of you in that situation. Yeah, so it's about harmony, doing things right, coming in right, prepared. See, this is somebody they're prepared. They're ready. It's about being able to provide. This is the natural born. This is someone who wants to be able to provide. King of Wands is down there. This is also someone who can be a very good provider. But it's a person who's very goal-oriented too. Yeah, really nice. Yeah, the Magician. This is someone who has a lot of skills. They have everything they need. This person's very handy. They have a lot of skills, but they're also looking up at the feminine. Look at that, pointing right up there. The skills, what they bring to the table. So you're very much the same. In fact, I feel like you're mirroring each other. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is something really destined and meant to be. Some of you there is that out with the old in with the new, and that's why I feel some of you have someone here where it just wasn't meant to be, and that's what or it's the masculine. It just, something wasn't meant to be. Yeah, see, it's when two people aren't in alignment, but this is different because you're mirroring. So this is both people who've waited for the one. They've waited for that right person. So there you go, manifesting, communication coming in. This person's going to reach out and communicate. They're hoping that you're going to reciprocate, that you're interested in whatever it is they're offering here. But I'll tell you, they really want to get you alone. They want to have a talk. I feel a fairly deep conversation. You could just sit and reminisce, or talk about your life, your childhood, your family, your histories. All these things are right here. But there it is. They see the bigger picture. This is someone who sees themselves happy, fulfilled. Yeah, look at that. They're trusting. This is someone who's wise, King of Swords, trusting their inner knowing. It's like they already know. This person already knows the answers they're seeking. They know it internally, like that you're the one, you're the right person. But like I say, they know some things. I feel some of you already know some things too. We have some Pisces energy in the Queen of Cups, but it's all about someone keeping it all in till they're sure. I feel this is someone really trying to, they just want to be with you. They want to talk. They want to have that deeply emotional conversation. Now, when I see this and these two cards, the Star and the High Priestess, I feel this is someone who, I mean, has probably been, you know, keeping it all to themselves here right now. For the right time. It's like they want to be with you. It has to do with privacy. So I wouldn't be surprised if some of you take a relationship or there's a commitment of some kind here where they want privacy. They want to be alone with you. So yeah, because it's someone who's been displaying a lot of self-control. See, taking a little step back, looking at things different. They're feeling different. They're catching a lot of feelings. Something here is just right because we have harmony. Yeah, this is two people who are the same but yet different. So you create that balance, and there's a lot of chemistry here. Yeah. This is a little bit of a test. You see, there's a bit of a test. They're just testing the water to see if you're interested. Little Sag energy. Someone who's very calm. They're actually quite patient. So this is someone who just kind of likes to kind of check things out, test it out to see if there's chemistry, if you connect. And I feel like you're going to because of the Tower. There's going to be a lot of spark and chemistry here. Pretty interesting. Some of you definitely have crossed paths with this person. Others of you, I do see that new. So it's a lot of happiness and joy here. See, destiny is to be happy, joy, to be emotionally fulfilled. Queen of Cups, somebody who's emotionally content. Somebody who's loved, right? So, but like I say, it takes a little time for this person to fall in love. So give them the time they need. Don't try to control it. Take care, and we'll see you soon.